Hey, how's it going, everybody? Josh here with Desert Gardens Homestead. So we have our little buddy. We've named him Lefty, and I had to separate him from the rest of the turkeys that we have in the smaller coop that are just becoming of age so that we can put them out to pasture. But Lefty, after about a month of age, started developing what I've looked online to find is called flipping over syndrome. And so he has a difficulty in walking, and he'll fall either on his side or on his back and start flailing his feet around. And so I have put him back inside into the brooder. He's been inside for about a week now. It was a pretty close call there for a little bit. It almost looked like he was going to perish. But I managed to get my wife involved, and we gave him an Epsom salt bath, which really seemed to help. And it really brought some life back into him, or her. I'm not sure what it is yet. But it got to a point where I was actually about ready to cull him. And he was laying on his back. His feet were extended out just like the turkeys look right when they're passing away. And so I had almost given up hope. But luckily I didn't. And I managed to give him a little bit more time, and I prayed over this little guy or gal, and he or she has really pulled through. And so it's still having issues walking, but I have been coming out to the garden, and we have been looking for grasshoppers, we have been looking for worms, and I'm just trying to give him or her as much protein as possible, and it really seems to be helping. I have also been putting in apple cider vinegar with the mother into the water and adding some additional electrolytes and probiotics into the water, which does seem to help as well. I really didn't see a whole lot of information on YouTube as far as this syndrome's concerned, but after running a Google search, I did see that it was pretty common with younger poults, the newly born up to about a week or so of age. And this particular turkey was fine up until about a month of age, and then I saw it in the coop, and it looked like it was having problems walking. It was kind of hunched over, and so I really started watching it very closely over the next few days, and I came out one day and he was on his side, and so I thought it best to separate it, and that's when I brought it inside. And it was really hit or miss there initially, but with a little TLC with some additional protein and some benefits of the probiotics and apple cider vinegar in the water, he has really turned a corner and looks like he's going to pull through. I'm not sure if this is going to pass or if he's going to have this condition for life, but if that's the case, I think I've got a buddy. Let's see if he'll try to walk here for us. Let me show you what the condition looks like. He doesn't have anything wrong with his feet. We have looked at his feet all the way up to the hip area, and everything's fine. It doesn't have any ligaments or joints that are out of balance. We've put menthol on the legs. We've wrapped, it looked like maybe his left leg he was favoring. We've wrapped that. It just doesn't seem to do anything. So I'm not quite sure what causes this condition. And I'm not sure if it's going to be handicapped for the rest of its life, but I'm fully willing to help and work with it. Let's see, come on, try to walk for me. As you can see, he or she can walk, but it's a little strained. And of course, as soon as I want to make a video on it, it does not do what it should, which is when it falls over onto its side, but obviously that's a good thing that it's not doing that, so I'm not complaining. Isn't that right, Lefty? That's right, buddy. So turkeys, especially as poults, are notorious for being extremely fragile. And if you have a poult that is flipping over on its side or onto its back and just flailing about, not seeming to walk properly, you really need to uptake the protein. Give them additional protein in the form of mealworms or worms or grasshoppers. In addition to the turkey starter feed, I feed them a 30% protein starting feed, and also putting in the apple cider vinegar with the mother, or probiotics, or the electrolytes into the waterings itself, which this one got that as a baby, but then once I moved it out to the turkey run, I ended up just giving it standard water without any of the additives, and I'm not sure if with the other competition, if it wasn't getting as much food as the others. That's hard to say for sure. So, but something definitely went wrong with this one. The other 4 turkeys that are out there are fine without any issue. Oh, so it could be a genetic thing. It could just be, this one has the genetics. If you saw there for a moment, it did fall on its side, but it quickly recovered. So the condition has improved substantially here over the last week or so. It was at a point where he could barely even walk, and now it is walking. And so I'm gonna continue to give it high protein. I will continue to give him or her additional grasshoppers, worms, other high protein mealworms, along with the water additives. And I'll keep you posted on how he does, because he's a cute little guy, and I just want to make sure that it lives a long and healthy life. This is a bourbon red turkey. I definitely appreciate you stopping in, checking out the video. Certainly appreciate you checking out this channel, and hope you have a great day today. God bless you all. Take care.